always say the Pinto Talk is the relationship shop for relationships with family, friends, and our dear partners. With me tonight, I have a very wonderful friend of mine that is going to introduce herself, and then we can dive in. You are most welcome.
Thank you so much, Mr. Pinto, for inviting me here. My name is Azida Chomgisha.
Okay.
I'm a civil engineer by profession and nutrition by training.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, Azida, civil engineering and nutritionist by training. Which one do you want us to call you right now?
All.
Okay.
Because I love them all.
Okay. So in case anyone needs any of those services at any point, how do they contact you?
How do they contact me? Through my number.
Okay, you can give it out if it's okay.
Yeah, my number is 0751 375400 or 779 0983.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let us kickstart with you painting a picture of the kind of family you come from.
Yeah, the kind of family you come from. Me, I grew up in a very big family.
Okay.
Though it's not that my dad have very many kids, but I grew up in a very big family. Though by the time I was growing up, I grew up in a family of only boys.
Oh, okay. So you were the only lady amongst the boys.
No, I have sisters, but they were old.
They were all old by that time.
Yeah.
So you were the only young one around.
Yeah, because I'm a last born.
Oh, how come you're last born and you want to work? You know, most I have bias towards last borns. I've been a last born for 6 years before they gave birth to someone. I know that kind of treatment. So what is unique about you? Your passion for work and being the last born.
All right. Me, when I was growing up, my mom is someone who doesn't leave you to just be there.
They want idle people.
Yes.
Okay.
She's a business lady. So sometimes when it's during holidays, by the time she could go into her businesses, you could be responsible to be there for her.
Okay.
About her work.
Okay.
So that's how I grew up working. But by the time I reached A level that time,
okay,
like I started to hate working.
Why?
Yeah, because even during my senior six vacation, I disliked working. So.
But you had to go regardless.
I didn't go.
Really?
Yes.
Was mom okay with that?
It took because I wasn't staying with her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because I come from Kanungu.
Oh, okay.
So it's where she is. So I studied from here A level.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why.
So basically, being a last born, can you kind of relate the kind of relationship you have with your elder siblings?
Yeah, they are lovely people, I can say, because they could care about me. They could love me, each and everything. They could always be there for me that I couldn't lack anything.
Okay, so they're not like these people, you have to do this, why don't you do this, why don't you do that, like the big bros and big sisters usually do.
Not really. Mine were really, really so supportive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Up to now, they're still supportive.
Yeah.
Okay.
They might not be supporting me right now in financially, but the way they support me, guiding me, encouraging me in each and everything, but they are really supportive.
Okay, that's so wonderful. So if I may ask, let us get back a bit to the parents. Your relationship with your parents as you were growing up as a last born, that treatment, aside the fact that mommy is a very hardworking person that doesn't want anyone idle, what is can you paint the relationship you had with your parents?
I can say my mom was a no-nonsense lady.
Okay.
Yeah, because by the time I was growing up, I sometimes used even to fear her.
Okay.
Because she was so tough, But later, you know, we kids, later after realizing the reason why she is doing something, you can really love them. So she used to love me, they used to love me, my dad, they used to love me, each and everyone.
Okay.
I can say, yeah, they were lovely people. Yeah.
Okay, so basically, being a hardworking person or someone in a working environment, do you have some friends around you, or it's strictly work?
I have friends.
Okay.
I can say there is no one who can be there without friends.
Okay. Yeah. So basically, amongst your friends, are you the loudest, the most quiet one, the one who's always advising? Which kind of friend would I term you as?
Yeah, most of my friends, we advise each other.
Okay.
Yeah, sometimes you can't always be perfect. You can go wrong somewhere, somehow. Someone they advise you the right way. I can say I'm not the loud one, I'm not the quiet one, I'm just there 50-50.
50-50.
Yes.
You are a lady of all seasons. When it's time for being quiet, you're quiet.
I have to be quiet.
When it's time for being serious, you're serious.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, what do you look at when you're selecting friends? Are you this kind of person who looks at certain criteria? Or someone should dress like this, someone should be religious in one way or the other, someone should have this? What are some of the main things you look at before selecting friends?
Yeah, first of all, religious. Yes, they might not be Muslims, but
Okay.
at least they are religious, because you know, when you're religious, somewhere, there are sometimes things can go wrong, but when you're religious, you can always find a way to be yourself.
Okay.
Then another thing, I need friends like who can push you.
Okay.
I know that friend each and every time dragging you down each and every time. You know, so I extend myself from those people.
You'd rather have someone who's pushing you than someone who's
Yes,
dropping
even
you
if I
down.
have that one person,
Okay.
that one friend, that
Okay.
is enough.
Okay.
But as long as they keep pushing you, yeah.
Okay. So mainly, what is the worst moment you would say when it comes to friends? Yes, you are good with friends. Yes, friends will push you in one way or the other. But you'll be like, when this happened, or whenever this happens, I would call it the worst moment.
Yeah, the worst moment is having that friend, like, even if you're not there, like a friend who talks back your, like, talks
Behind your back.
your back.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you're there, they take yourselves as if they are friends.
Okay.
But when you're not there, like, you're the worst enemy.
And they'll tell people
Yes.
nasty things about
Yeah,
it.
yeah, I hate
Have you had that
friend.
scenario before?
Not really.
Okay.
Yeah.
But if in case it happened, how best would you treat such a scenario?
I extend myself away from that person.
You don't
because
confront
that
them
is
about
not a
it?
friend at the end of the day.
Okay.
Yeah, a friend is that person who will always support you, whether you're there, whether you're not there.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's so wonderful. So would you look at a point when you confront someone about it, or you would rather just distance?
I just distance, but I tell you,
Okay.
I can't just distance myself from you, because me, I took you as a friend. So I tell you where you went wrong.
So that they don't do it to the next person.
Yeah, I just leave it.
Okay.
I just leave you to go.
So aside that fact that some people may talk behind your back, what is the best moment you would have with friends, or that you usually have with your friends?
The best moment, like, is that friend who sees you even if you're not, like, okay, they can really tell that you're not okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that is a good friend. Yeah.
Do you have those kind of friends that even on a phone call they'll know, Azida is not fine?
I have that one friend.
Really?
Yes.
Are they female or male?
She's a female.
Oh, I thought they're male. Mister, you get ready anytime now. So anyway, aside that, talking about Mister, are you in a relationship right now?
Yes.
Really? Okay. Before you got this partner, what are some of the things you're looking at? I don't want you to describe your current partner. I want us to be sincere to each other. So what are the best things you look at before selecting someone to be your partner?
Number one priority, a Muslim.
You have to be a Muslim. If in
Yes.
case she loses this relationship, the next
Because,
person has to be a Muslim. Okay.
because me, at the end of the day, I don't want to waste someone's time.
Okay.
I think I won't go with that person. That's the truth.
What is the basis behind this? Is it a personal decision or a family decision? That at the end of the day, it has to be a Muslim.
Me. It's about me.
It's about you.
Because I grew up in a Muslim family.
Okay.
Yeah.
Someone may come. They're called John.
Mm-hmm.
They treat you the right way. They are willing, maybe even if they're not willing to become Muslim, but they're treating you well, the right exact way you want to be treated.
What I can say is, me, I love a family which has one religion. These things of some kids have
going to
Christian
church,
names, other kids have. I dislike that.
Okay, how about if he's ready to convert to become a Muslim?
No, I don't believe in that.
Really?
Yes.
They're doing it.
Because I've seen some scenarios
Okay.
where some people come and say, me, I'm going to convert for you. But at the end of the day, when they reach in marriage, it becomes another case.
They go back to church.
My friend, it might be like 1 year, 2 years. By the end of the day, so I dislike it.
So it has to be someone coming from a Muslim family, right from childhood. They've been a Muslim.
It's not that from childhood. Maybe if someone comes and they have already converted,
Okay.
willingly, them willingly.
Not you being the reason for them
Yes.
to convert.
It is okay.
Oh, okay. So if you're out there, in case she fails in this one, please come when you have already converted. So if you want to approach her today, you convert like yesterday, and then you come. So Azida, aside that, the religion bit, what other criteria do you look at when you're selecting a partner?
Yeah, like someone who, like I say, who is free.
Okay.
Then another thing, someone who has a vision. Hey,
What do you mean by vision?
someone who knows what they want.
In terms of I am going to get married to you on this date.
Not that, like, let me say, if you step into, like, someone who has a dream, someone who has a vision,
Okay.
like, they know what they want, they know where they are going.
Okay, if someone comes, they're Muslim, but they don't have a vision.
Like, they don't know what they want.
Mm.
Me, I would, most of them, I call them those mommy's boys, eh?
Okay.
They can't make their own decisions, everything they decide for them. I just put a pause.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you're out there, you shouldn't be a mommy's boy. Or
No.
you should have a vision, regardless even if you're a mommy's boy. So with relationships, what is the best moment you would say that when this happened, or whenever this happens, because you're now in a relationship, yeah? What would be that best moment?
Like, I can say someone being there for you no matter what.
Okay.
Good or bad, they're always there.
Mm.
Yeah, that is the best moment for me.
For you.
Because
Can you give some of the
in
scenarios?
any relationship, happiness is everything.
Mm.
Yeah? As long as you're happy.
If you were a Christian, I would say when it's time to take vows and say, is it how they say it? In good and bad, you'd be like, only good. You only want happiness or even the bad times?
No, because I can't say that everything, like each and every time, there will always be good things.
Okay.
Not really.
Yeah.
Because bad things will always come, no matter what.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at least that person will always be there, no matter the good, no matter the bad thing, they are there.
So your partner is someone who is always there all the time.
Yes.
Okay, Uncle, thank you so much for being there for Azida. Anyway, so what is the worst moment, regardless of the good times? Yes, they've been there with you, but in your previous relationships, what is that worst moment you would say that whenever this happened or when this happened, it was my worst?
That happened or something that can happen?
You can give me any of the scenarios.
I can say a cheating partner I can't handle.
You can't handle.
Yeah.
Now imagine you found them cheating. What is your first reaction?
I just keep quiet and go.
But there's this thing of you assuming they're cheating and then you finding out. You may find out a message. I may not be cheating. I may be just flirting around with someone in one way or the other. So what is that point? If you found them doing this, is when you can let them go.
No, like because if someone explained to themselves, and they told me, because it happened one time.
Okay.
Like me, I had that thinking that maybe they are cheating. But when he came and told me, like, today you're not your moves, what and what. But when I told him, he told me the case. So there I had to let go because I was misunderstanding the situation.
Okay. So you may misunderstand a similar situation and you just leave. So I'm like, which criteria do you, even if you found me in bed with someone, we may be shooting something, a movie or something.
My friend.
It may be a
That's
behind
another
the
case.
scenes.
That's another case.
That's another case. So unless you find someone in bed, the rest are okay. He can explain.
Not really.
Okay, just give me the
Me,
scenario.
I'm a jealous person.
Okay, at
Yeah,
least now that
so
is
the-
understandable.
I'm a
Even if
jealous
they stand next to someone,
No, not
Haji,
really.
what were you
It
doing
depends.
there?
It depends, because sometimes you find someone have friends, because me too, I have male friends.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you show me that these are my friends, but also there is a limit for something. Friends, they have their limit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if they cross the boundary,
I have
Hello.
to talk.
you have to talk.
Yes.
So I'm having a feeling that those talks are happening already with this partner of yours already.
Not really.
He is very good.
Yeah.
We shall not go there. Anyway, so as we wind up, could you kindly pass on a message to people who are in love right now, for your experience, and those that are hoping to go in love?
You know what I can say? Trust is everything.
Okay.
Yeah, as long as you trust each other. Yeah. That's
You
the
have to
most important.
trust each other,
Yes.
regardless.
Yeah, because if you don't trust each other, each and every time you will having that thing behind your back, maybe it's doing this, but as long as there is trust. Yeah, and
Okay.
also they have to pray. Yeah.
Prayer is key.
Yeah.
Okay, I have a friend of mine. I'm giving a scenario.
Yeah.
And imagining she's female, her partner is not Muslim. Her family, they want her to marry this partner. Yeah? Because the partner is not Muslim. How best would you advise them as a Zida, at a personal opinion, not basing on something else? She loves this gentleman. This gentleman has provided everything, but
The gentleman is a Muslim.
no. And the parents don't want him because he's not a Muslim. But he's willing to marry this person and take care of the person.
You know, we come from different families.
Okay. According to your view, give me your opinion.
Me, my opinion. And you know me, I already don't believe in such kind
So
of
you are siding with the parents.
Yeah, me, I can decide there. But sometimes you find they are really, because I have a friend of mine, it's the same case.
Okay.
They forced her to do this. For her, she said, me, I like this guy. And the guy wasn't a Muslim.
Okay.
And nevertheless, because what I can say is sometimes parents also have to understand their kids.
Okay.
They have to understand, because at the end of the day, even if they force them to do something, that's why you find scenarios where the kid they will loop away with the what? With the guy. So they have to somehow support.
So they have to follow someone's decision, personal decision, before they forward their own decision.
As
Like
long
for
as
your
they-
case, you already want someone who is a Muslim.
Yes, but as long as they sit down, they sit down with the guy, they sit down with the lady, so that time to come, maybe the lady won't do what? Won't blame the family, because in case of anything.
It's your decision.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, like sometimes you find a family is forcing you to marry someone.
Okay.
And in case of anything, the lady blames the family. So me, what I could say, it's better they sit down.
Okay.
Better they sit down, because if a lady is already deciding to go for marriage, she means she's old. So they have to sit down with her, because also me as a lady, my decision matters.
Okay.
Yeah, even though you're my parents, my decision also matters. So they have to sit down with the guy, with the lady, family guy, the family of the guy and the lady, they talk.
Okay. So ladies are out there and you have that gentleman that is not a Muslim and you want to marry them. As Ida says, sit down with the family. Just negotiate the terms so that whatever happens, it is on you. So that you don't blame your family. So as we wind up, we have a segment within our talk show that says everyone can sing. So Azida, I don't know if you can sing. And I would excuse you being Ramadan period. But if you are comfortable with singing one of your favorite songs that you usually sing to, it's okay.
Maybe I don't have a favorite song.
Okay, any song, any random song.
I don't know how to sing. You want people to laugh at me.
That's the point behind this. That's the point. So, which song are you
You're
choosing?
killing me.
Just give me a chorus, a line or two.
Not really.
Not really.
Yeah, not really.
I'll excuse you being Ramadan.
Yeah.
But the next time you're here, obviously you'll have to sing regardless. I'm sure it won't be Ramadan. Thank you so much, Azida, for sharing your side of the story. People out there, the Pinto Talk is the one-stop shop for relationships with family, friends, and our dear partners. It is wonderful having you. We really, really look forward to having you more of the times on most of our segments.
All right, thank you.
Thank you so much and have a nice time.